Hi, my name is Dee. Thank you for joining me. You're watching Dee True Crime Commentary. Summer Wells has been missing for 4 years and 5 months. Summer's aunt, Rose Bly, she has been missing for 16 years and 3 months. The stories keep changing, but the facts do not change. They keep rolling on and rolling on.
In the rolling hills and dense forests of northwest Wisconsin is a landscape so beautiful you'd swear it was taken directly from a painting. But if you look close enough, there is a dark cloud lingering in the distance, a secret that these roads have held on to for far too long, a secret that has haunted Candace Hare in this community for 10 long years.
And it's horrible. It's hard to deal with. Very hard to deal with. And my life will never be normal without knowing where my daughter is.
On August 21, 2009, Rose Marie Bly left her residence in St. Croix Falls, Wisconsin, believed to be en route to Cushing, just a short 6-mile drive to the east. The 21-year-old mother of 2 never made it. Days later, Bly's 2001 Pontiac Grand Am was found in the village of Grantsburg, nearly 17 miles north of her house, with no explanation as to how it got there. No one has seen or heard from her since. There hasn't been a day that has gone by when Candace Hare hasn't wondered where her youngest daughter is, or if she's okay.
With a missing child, there's a hole in your heart that can't be filled. And it's an impossible journey every day to wake up and wonder where she is.
Just trying to figure out where my daughter is. It's horrible. It's not a good feeling. It's just, I wish I knew where she was.
My name is Brent Walk, and I'm the Polk County Sheriff.
When Rose Bly went missing, Brent Walk was a patrol sergeant with the Polk County Sheriff's Department. Now Sheriff Walk and his office have made finding Bly a top priority. To date, the Sheriff's Department has investigated more than 200 tips and have interviewed more than 150 people. Still, the same question remains. Where is Rose Bly?
Well, I sympathize with the family of Rose because they want to know the answers, much like we do. And when these answers are largely unknown, that's very difficult to deal with when you have to keep questioning what happened to Rose and where did she go. And certainly that is the solution we're looking for. We want to bring closure to this. 10 years, a decade, that's a lot of time. And you just look at what's changed in our lives and our careers, yet alone this case is still out there, and we would like to bring conclusion to it.
10 years.
I tried to avoid this area. And I can't. It just draws me back. And I don't know why.
Years of worry and wondering. A full decade Rose's children have had to spend without their mother. Someone knows something. Someone has the key. Everyone agrees it's time for this mystery to be solved. It's time for Rose to come home.
Not sure which way, but she's out there somewhere. It's hard not to cry. Even just out here looking, it just brings tears to my eyes. Not knowing, wondering what actually really happened that day.
Rosie, if you're out there, I still have the same number. I want to bring her home.
Nothing in this case has changed. We saw the pictures of Summer, how she was treated differently than her 3 brothers. If you can't see that, then you weren't looking. Don Wells stated to us that he had been to places where they sold children. Candace knows about selling children on the installment plan. It wasn't an accident. It was not an accident. It was on purpose. Whatever they did with Summer was on purpose. Don has acted guilty. Candace has acted guilty. Then you got Jody Sue coming in late, and she sure looks like she's guilty of knowledge. And Andy looks guilty. Those 4 are where the questions lie. Those 4.
Here. Is it your Becca?
Not my Becca.
You know she should make sure her name says Coleslaw, right? Because nobody will know her.
Hey, look, they got the POs right.
Okay, that's a first.
Yeah, it really is.
Oh, you're saying if he goes live on his channel. Yeah, I know, you guys. I told him that about the mods.
Oh.
Coleslaw is delicious as fuck. I bet Andy agrees.
Yep.
Andy likes coleslaw on his barbecue.
Who don't like coleslaw on their barbecue?
I don't know.
Actually,
People
honestly,
with
it
that taste?
depends on what it is. What kind of coleslaw it is.
Well, I like both the creamy and the vinegar. It depends. I like the creamy on my barbecue though. Amy Lou, you sent pictures to my email. Let me check it out. Oh, hot dogs too. I like sauerkraut on hot dogs. Do you like sauerkraut?
Yeah.
I could eat my weight in some sauerkraut.
Hold on, I got
go.
Now, if this thing sounds like a helicopter, I'll warn you.
Yeah, y'all, earbud alert. Here it goes, the street sweeper. Wait. Everybody's excited about coleslaw. They're like, it's extra good if you chop up little bits of broccoli in it. Okay, so Amy Lou, I was going to go look at the pictures you sent. Hang with me. Let me go pull it up. I have about 500 Google security alerts from when I got my laptop to set it up to go live. My son had it for like a whole entire month or longer. And no, I don't have any emails yet, so I'll keep checking. But anyway, he had logged me out of everything, and I didn't remember any of my passwords, so I had to reset them all. So that's why I ended up being late. All right, you guys. So let's have time to ask Andy questions. Just for like, let's do, what do you think, 5 or 10 minutes?
I have no way to see them though right now. You'll just have to read them off.
I know. I'll put them up. I will. I'll put them up and I'll read them off too. So when you see them come on screen, you'll know, like, you know how they come on the bottom of the screen? I'll do it like that. Oh, who's live? Of course. Oh, she won't. Oh, is she watching, Sage? Oh my God, Andy.
What?
Don't say anything about she who must not be named. Isn't it ironic that she's the one who must not be named? And she called you the one who, I mean, the irony. Wow. Oh, she was in here. She subs to me. They're saying that she was in here, Andy. Are you shocked?
No.
Continue. Or did nothing continue? or that nothing's going to happen. And sometimes it is best to just kind of sit back and let them do their thing. Right? And then to do exactly what someone's been told to do from, well, the beginning. Quit YouTube. But she didn't take that advice. Now everything she does from this point forward is just going to make what she already did worse. But you know she's going to do it. Because, well, it's what she's paid for. She's kind of in a contractual obligation for what she's paid for. So she's kind of stuck. Yeah. Furthermore, because they're all like pigeons shitting on a chessboard around here, I can tell you that the chain of events, that dumb fucking pigeon is set off because they have no idea what they're screwing with around here. And like I've said from the beginning, you know, when we warned them about where they were at and what they were doing and what kind of harm it could cause and what danger it could cause people, and when they talk to certain people or they do certain things or air certain shit, they have no idea what it is, that it could really cause real people to die here. Well, they're like, but everybody's so nice. Jody Sue's lying, and all the neighbors and all the community members are lying when they say that. They just don't want it in there. No, truth. We're us, and y'all are you, and you have no idea what the fuck you're fiddling with. So the chain of events that old dumb pigeon there is set off unknowingly.
How can it be that Jody Sue Brown argues with all the YouTube creators covering the Summer Wells case, but she thinks she is right about everything that pertains to the Summer Wells case? Whenever she talking about law enforcement officials, she always includes herself up in that group with them. But we know that's not the case. We know she's not that tight with the law. She's always trying to convince us that she knows the opinions and the thoughts of the law, of officials. Well, they think this, and they said this. No, they didn't, bitch. You wasn't even with them. You wasn't even around them. So shut the fuck up.
It is going to ensure, especially once eyes turn entirely away and all things creep back into darkness, that blood's going to be shed. And there's probably going to be real people that goddamn vanish. She's also put an extreme target on Dawn's head and Candace's in a way that I and officials all agreed last night was extraordinarily fucking stupid. Because we all do know around here. And we know that what she has essentially done, I mean, she really, honestly, yeah, the dumb fucking pigeon has no idea what she set off, and it can no longer be stopped.
Because she must have some knowledge about this case. Because she talks like she does. She needs to be snatched in and interrogated intensely till the sun comes up.
And I mean, you know, they've already done enough on the ground here to ensure that shit set off and lit off among many people once eyes vanish and everything goes back creeping in the darkness. But, oh dear. What the dumb pigeons have done now is going to ensure other shit. Plus, like I said, she's put a massive target on Dawn and Candace. She's advertised for coming up is enough. And here's the stupid part. If you pay close attention, right, to any of this bullshit around here, y'all notice that what they're trying to do, they're trying to play super detectives again, okay? Well, they always are around here. All fucking pigeons. You know, pay close attention. Now that Dee is talking to Flop again, you know, after others have come and gone over the past month or two, in and out, and money's been swirling everywhere, all these things. The past 3 or 4 days, contact's been made. Anyway, but what you've been seeing build up for the past couple of weeks, well, right before Dawn gets out of jail, y'all remember Cher having live where they were like, oh, we're going to push Dawn to Tiffany, and I know he'll reach out to me and Floppy first, and then we're going to push him to Tiffany, and Tiffany, it's not hard to manipulate Dawn, he likes the pretty girls, and here's what he did, and he was stupid, and all that, right? Remember that? And there's a caveat and all that. They're like, well, he'll probably reach out to Jody Sue too when he first gets out, right? They've been stressing that hard. Then notice, at the past, what, week, 2 weeks, as they've continually had their trolls and others, and Charlotte's Web, and all these others, and Ernie and all them, right? Trying to see if I was talking to Dawn and Candace and all that. Correct? And then they finally make contact in the last few days. So anyway, right. And Dawn, if you see the messages on the screen, with him and Bones, he's like, here to cause me problems, right? Oh, indeed. So here's the thing. What they're trying to do between the Fred thing, trying to figure out who I'm talking to, who I'm not, and how, what methods. And then Dawn is now they're going to try this whole triangulation thing to see if they can't, quote, turn us all against one another, right? Because these super detectives are, well, not motherfucking detectives, and think being, I don't know, there's not thinking going on. But what they're trying to do, based on their own wrong fucking assumptions and lack of evidence and, you know, not knowing all the things feds, LE, etc. know, and, well, you know, they're not us. They're trying, because like I said, they think that there's a possibility that everybody's working together, right? True. On June 15th, I and my children mind their own motherfucking business when shit pops off. Ain't got nothing to do with me, alright? Now, I can't speak for the rest. That's up to law enforcement, feds, all the other people there, right, that day. On Ben Hill and otherwise in the community. So, what they're trying to do right now is set up that maneuver because they've seen it on like some fucking 007 episode. So they think that somehow they're going to triangulate, and they're going to pit everybody against everybody, and then everybody's going to start slinging shit, and somebody's going to tell them somebody, whatever. Well, I hate to tell you, they ain't nothing to tell, right? But they're going to try that. So I hate to tell them this. But there's going to be no Jody Sue coming out and slinging fucking mud at other parties. You know, like if the feds or law enforcement want to come here and do an interview, want me to sling mud or talk shit and be a drama queen about other people who lived around me, I guess we can do that. But I'm pretty sure feds and Ellie aren't interested in just mudslinging, right? They're interested in facts, basics, what the fuck, you know, the whole life was like in there for years, or the day of June 15th. I've yet to have any of them ever ask me, be like, well, can you just straight pull an alley and talk shit about everybody? Yeah, no. And it's not what the fuck's gonna happen. So, you know what I mean? Man, that's the dumbest shit I've ever seen. So no, there's gonna be no pitting and mudslinging and lol. But that's the game, right? Because you see the move for it. You know, the past couple weeks, but especially the past few days, as they've made contact with Dee and Mullins, I assume, and such.